Look, I know it's clear. I'm a big believer in Kyler Murray. I think he's the best quarterback in this draft. And I think it's very weird. I feel kind of like I'm alone on an island, like I'm the only person that believes in him. It's funny to me the reluctance people seem to have to embrace Kyler Murray. If you look at the film, if you look at tape, he's incredible. Watch the Texas Tech game. He's the best by far. So I really want to restate and be very clear. I stand by it. Kyler Murray is the best quarterback in the 2019 draft class. It's not even close. It's very bizarre why people aren't, even very smart people I respect, still will not say what they see. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But I don't know. I think a lot of time evaluators fall in love with really big, really strong quarterbacks. Guys like Joe Flacco, Blake Bortles, Deshaun Kaiser, even Tyree Jackson. And all they are talking about is what this guy could become. You know, his size, his arm strength. And then he's got a ton of bad plays on film and has a lot of wildly inaccurate throws. It's weird to me. Kyler Murray has substance. It's not about what Kyler Murray could become. It's about what he is. Again, the word is substance. It's there right now if you want to go look at it. Man, I don't know. I mean, watch the tape. It's funny to me. Here's one argument that's very weird and bizarre to me about Kyler Murray. People say he had a bad game against Alabama. It's actually quite the opposite. His game against Alabama was really, really impressive. What Alabama did was Alabama took away his ability to run the football. At least they tried to, right? They had superior athletes, and they created a scheme with the way they pass rush to keep him in the pocket. And even without his ability to run at most of the game, he shredded them with his arm. I want to read you the stat line for Kyler Murray versus Alabama. You tell me if that's a bad game or not. 308 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, 0 turnovers. Oh, and by the way, even with the game plan to stop him running, he ran for over 100. We ran for 109 yards and 1 touchdown. So again, 308 yards passing, 2 touchdowns passing, no turnovers, 109 yards rushing, and another touchdown. He lost 45-34. The problem with Oklahoma that day was their defense. Oklahoma's offense had 471 yards as a team, and Kyler Murray had 417 of those 471 yards. Most of their yards were all created by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. It's so weird to me, man. I don't get it. The Alabama game showed not that he's bad. It's not evidence that he's a bad quarterback. It's evidence that against top-level athletes, he can succeed. He shredded their man coverage. It was fantastic. And what's even more funny to me is people are still concerned with his height. It kills me. It's so bizarre to me that people still argue. Well, I literally heard someone say this last week. They said, well, he's 5'10". How will he be able to see over the top of the offensive line because he's so short? I think the problem is people just aren't educated at how quarterbacks operate. Newsflash, not a single quarterback in the NFL sees over the offensive line. It simply doesn't happen. Nobody does. You see through windows between offensive linemen. Aaron Rodgers is 6'2". His offensive linemen are 6'7", 6'9". There's no way he sees over the top of them. It's not how it works. Nobody does that. And not to mention another thing that people say, well, they're not only worried about his size. Well, he's not tall enough. What about his weight? He's not heavy enough. He's going to get hurt. No. Kyler Murray slides. He rarely gets touched. I mean, honestly, watching film, Dwayne Haskins is more likely to get hurt running the ball than Kyler Murray is next year in the NFL. I don't know, man. It's so weird to me. For whatever reason, people simply cannot allow themselves to embrace Kyler Murray as the best quarterback in this draft. Whether they don't like him, whether it's size, I think they're just finding reasons to justify the fact they don't like him and believe in him. And I just want to say, again, I stand by what I've said. He is far and away the best quarterback in the 2019 NFL draft. I stand by it. I will always defend that. I believe that wholeheartedly. I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to take a risk and be wrong. But I do not think I'm wrong about this. I think I'm right. Again, Kyler Murray is the best quarterback in the 2019 NFL draft class. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. And I want to ask for your help. I want this show to grow. I want more people to watch and more people to listen to this podcast. My dream is to do this show as my full-time job. I want to own it myself. I want to do it on the internet and have complete control. I don't want to do it for CBS or ESPN. I don't want to work for a big network. I want to own it myself. And if you believe in that dream, please do me a huge favor. Help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast. Share it on Facebook, share a link on Twitter, maybe you screenshot it, put it on Instagram. I don't have a marketing strategy beyond this. This is all I have. You know, a lot of people, one of the most common comments I get on YouTube is, you have great content. We love your stuff. You deserve more viewers. What you should do is you should buy ad spaces on Facebook or Twitter or promote yourself and buy revenue, like buy ads. I have no money. I am a broke college kid. I can't buy ad spaces. I don't have money to pay for books. And so my plan, this is my marketing plan, this is my strategy. All I plan to do is put every ounce of effort I have into making the very best podcast I can. I believe if I make a great product that people believe in, that people like, then they will share it with their friends. And so if you agree with that, if you believe in the show, if you like what I do, please do me a huge favor. Tell your friends about it. Help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast.